trying this thing out. Trying this thing out. Trying this thing out. Trying this thing out. So I have to add another page. Trying this thing out. Which is gonna be window capture. I have to add another page. Trying this thing out. Which is gonna be window capture. I have to add another page. Trying this thing out. Which is gonna be window capture. I have to add okay. See. Semantic then. What else? It's good. There we go. Doesn't look right still. So meaning if I do this, okay, got you. If I do this, it's gonna shape the whole thing like that. If I do this, okay. I think I got it right. Is there a way to add like background? Let's see. Video capture. There's no way. Okay. There's no way to like add a background. Filters. Audio video filters. Anyway, there's no way to like do that. So I'm just gonna live stream while I'm busy with my own things. Uh, mm, I don't know, maybe listen to music, um, react to some things. Like what? Like what? Wouldn't be fair to react to Sonavile's thingy because I've seen it. Wouldn't make sense. 3967, who's that? 3967. 3967. Davan. Hello? XA. Sharp wanamka. Ning. Ncheke kauzani ki vile sharp ka yona ncheke kauzani ki tele stick. Sekuswari stick man. Sharp. Let's. How do I even see my own stream? View my channel. Okay. This is my own stream. View my channel. Mute, obviously. Okay, now that I've figured that out, I can actually still do this. I can do this at home. I can do this at home. Question is, what am I watching? What am I watching? What's new? What the fuck are we watching? Pull this out. One, two, three, four. YouTube. Let's see. Okay. Gotta check. Let's just watch something. I don't know. Ladders. Okay, 2 weeks ago, passed away yesterday. Okay, let's see.
My girlfriend, I was like, this guy, he looks like one of those bullies that's been partying his whole life.
I'm like Bee Gees, you're like Eminem.
You sent me, remember you sent me those photos from Burning Man?
Yeah.
And I was like, I knew it. I was like,
Have you been to Africa Burn?
No, I haven't. Oh, you're
Why
in
not?
Africa Burn.
Why not?
I don't know, bro.
It's
every
fantastic.
year I just get stuck in work and I promise myself that next year I'll do this, do that, do.
Come to
And then I
Africa
just see the pictures afterwards and
It's
I'm like,
beautiful. It's beautiful.
yes. And then I live regretting that I didn't go.
So what?
I
You
will
live
go
in
next year.
Joburg? You live in Joburg?
I live in Joburg,
Whereabouts?
originally from KwaZulu-Natal, Vryheid. It's like a small mining town near Newcastle. I moved there 2004. Did my first year varsity at UJ. I did BCom Investment Management. It's like a finance and
Dropped out?
economics. Dropped out in third year because I thought I was clever. I said, no, Ma, don't worry. I'm going to go. I'm going to work. I'm going to make money. And then I worked. I had a very good job at Softline Pestle. And then I left that and got into radio because when the offer for radio came, as much as the money was far less than the money I was earning in corporate, I just hated the structure of corporates. I didn't like going there at
Which
8
radio
in the morning
station
and
did you
5. YFM at that stage, 2008. So it was the YFM just post DJ Fresh, Bad Boy T, Fat Joe, that era of DJs. It was myself, Mac G, Mo Flavor, Sizwe Dlomo, Bonang Mateba, we had Scoop Makatini, we had Tolly B, we had like that school of YFM. And I like to believe we were like the tail end of an era of radio, which I don't think South Africa has found again.
And what's your music style? What do you?
Music side, I started DJing. There was my mentor at YFM at the time was DJ Monde. He was a legend. He was a legend in the underground scene. If you knew anything about music and anything about DJing, you knew DJ Monde. Fresh always tells a story that, we knew him as the guy at the radio station who was behind the scenes. But we took him on a trip with us to Miami Music Conference. And everybody we bumped into, we were like, oh, my word, Manu, this one. They were like, hey, Monde. They knew Monde and they didn't know Fresh
And
and
when
Black
was
Coffee
this?
and all these songs. This is like early 2000s.
How old are you now?
I am 39 now.
39.
Yeah.
I'm a Bally, 65.
Brother, you're a Bali.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's just tell them I'm 36 and we'll say you're 50.
I'm happy to be 50.
If
all over
anybody
again.
asks,
Yeah.
edit that out.
I've got a friend who says, I would give away everything I have to be 25 all over again, but just with the knowledge that I have.
Brother, me and your friend think the same. I always say that too. Like I operate with a lot of young people. A lot of my friendship circle are like lighties. I try where I can to like mentor them. They're in like a similar space, either in the entertainment space or music or whatever. And I try to say to them that if you knew what I knew at the age that you're at, you'd be a billionaire. But you're not listening to me. Because when we're that age, bro, you think you know everything and you're like, no, I'm right about everything. Nobody can tell me. Don't want to listen to our parents, don't want to listen to older people. But yeah, if I could go back, I'd definitely do that.
Do you know what frustrates me is if you think back 1,000 years, 2,000 years, ancient Greeks, the Romans, there was so much knowledge and they wrote it down. I mean, Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, the Stoics, the philosophers, and yet children are born every day and they don't learn. So many don't learn the lessons of what works and what didn't work, what was good and what's bad.
That's true, but
and Konstantin Kisin said an interesting thing the other day on this trigonometry podcast. He said, you learn from your parents and maybe from your grandparents, and that's it. So anyone older than your grandparents, you've got to learn those lessons again.
That's true.
Disaster.
Yeah. And nothing from your great-grandparents that's passed down to your grandparents, do they really impart on you? I don't know if you get that. Because when I was born, my great-grand was still alive. And, my great-grand is the reason why I speak fluent Zulu.
Was she a Zulu?
She was Zulu through and through.
What's her name?
My name was Agnes.
Yeah.
Right? Her mom was Masbia. So her mom was a Masbia and her dad was a John Baptista Belladon. He came here from Italy. Pardon?
You remember your granny?
I remember. She was, I think she only died when I was about 10 or 12 years old.
And she taught you Zulu?
She taught all of us Zulu because it was the spoken language in the community in Vryheid at the time. And she spoke English, obviously, but I would say she spoke Zulu 70, 80% of the time.
So insult me in Zulu. I want to know what you're saying. Go. Tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
About me in Zulu for our viewers.
We are Delela. It's like you're a faulty bastard.
Okay, well, that's true.
Which I like. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I've seen some of your interviews and I've seen the way you interact with those interviewing. What I like is...
Wait, whose podcast is this? Is it Waras's thing or the White Man's thing? Death is just weird, man. Like, this is probably the last interview he did.
A lot of the time people get onto podcasts or get onto interviews and then you feel like, hey, because it's this brass show. Do you know what I mean? But it's like, no, you brought me here to be Rob Hersoff. And I mean, I've spent the morning with Rob. I can tell you, he's that guy. And I think that's missing from a lot of the discourse is genuine people. Be the same off air as you are on air. Because, if you bring that energy onto an interview, that's how we get the hard stuff that nobody wants to talk about. Now, when you just let somebody brush over something that's like, no, you can't say that. That's bullshit. You know what I mean?
And you're very good at that.
That's me. I'm the same. You know what I mean? On air, off air, that's how I am. I'm just like, hey, hold on. This is what I actually think about the subject. If you don't like it, it's fine. You're welcome to challenge it. But I'm not going to not say it so as not to offend you. I'm sure you've seen that clip of Jordan Peterson, one of the most powerful little anecdotes ever. He says to the interviewer who was pressing him, because she was trying to get him in like a gotcha type of question. And I think her question was, why should your right to free speech infringe on a trans person's right to be heard, or whatever the term they used? And he said, because in order to think, we have to risk being offended. In other words, if I'm going to say something, if I'm going to avoid saying something because I don't want to offend you, we're not going to get a useful discussion. I've got to say something and you've got to be like, yo, that was up. But actually, why do you say that? You know what I mean? Why do you say, I'm a racist? What do white people do? Anytime there's any
It's the first time I'm seeing this podcast, né?
We're debating.
It's the first time. But look at the numbers. Like how is it the first time? Why is it only popping up on my timeline or on my feed now? After I don't know if I'm making sense.
Involving a white person, that gets thrown in, and then that person just backs down. They're like, hey, I don't want to get involved. I don't want to get accused of. And it's like, let's listen to the content of what this person is saying. And then perhaps if they are a racist, we can challenge them on that, but based on what they said, not based on my opinion because I don't like what you say.
So maybe you can help me here.
Are you a racist? Okay.
No. In my heart. In my
Yes.
heart is Penwell.
Pino. That's my oak.
I
Yes.
love him. I know he's your oak.
He's my dude.
Every time you're on his show, I listen to it on normal playback speed. By the way.
Yeah. No, don't do that.
I eat it alive. I
Yeah.
love your interactions with Penn, and I love and I miss Penn. And we've
Yes.
kind of been, you know.
Why are you beefing with Penn?
No, we're not really. It's just that, you know, we had a bit of a little feisty moment on air.
Yes.
And then on Gareth Cliff's show, I said, Penn's a black racist.
Right.
Like, and I just feel like people that do 2, 3, 4 podcasts a
Yeah.
day, they need to say a lot of things to fill the gaps.
Yeah, 100%.
And
A lot to
Penn
talk
does
about.
go from here to here to here.
Do you really think the racist term can be used by us? I mean, in terms of what the real racists did in the past. I don't think it can amount. We can do so much that amounts to that word for us to be called that. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Here. One day he's somewhat pro-West, the next he's hardcore. We need to be like China, and he does go all over the place, and which is fine.
Yeah.
You know,
But remember, a lot of the
and-
time you have to do that if you want to take the discussion somewhere. But why do you say he's a racist?
I think at that point in time he was saying things.
You were saying
racist,
things, okay.
but I don't think he is.
Yeah.
You know, I think he gets irritated, pissed off with white people. He gets pissed off with capitalism. But fundamentally, I think if you and he sat down, which I'd like to do,
Yes.
we'd probably
I'd
end
love
up
that.
pretty much in the middle. You know, we'd agree on
Yes.
stuff
On his show. Because you
On
know
his
what the
show.
thing is about Penn?
on his show.
Penn is
I miss you, Penn.
yeah.
I miss and love you.
Penn, make peace. We need all the podcasters we can get.
Exactly.
I think he's a divergent thinker, that guy. What I like about Penn, Penn and I from school level, we come from the same basically
He's
hometown.
Newcastle.
He's Newcastle,
You're
I'm
Vryheid.
Vryheid.
Yeah.
And once a year for a week, we had Craven Week.
Right.
His school would come to mine and vice versa. You know what,
What
I mean?
position did you play?
No, I didn't play. I was in the
He
understand.
seems quite a good rugby player.
Yes, he was,
Yeah.
and he loves rugby. His brother as well, Pinson.
He supports the All Blacks.
You,
Can we get him over that? I mean, come on, he's South African.
I didn't go that far, right?
Well, maybe
And
that's what irritated me the most.
if you know people to see how far Penwell has come. You know, I always say this to him. We like small town boys there from flipping Matateni and Kwapania.
There's a
To come to
flyover
Joburg,
towns for me.
you know what I mean? These are like flyover towns for most people.
Yeah.
To make it to Johannesburg, make something of yourself and have a platform as big as he's built, you know what I mean? I think is a serious achievement. And when you're a custodian of such a platform, I think you've got to be very careful in the way that you build it. I like the fact that Penn speaks what's on his mind. He's almost like a guy who he doesn't like pre-think what he says. As soon as it comes into his mind, he's like, actually, this is a good point, and he drops it.
And it's enjoyable.
100%.
It makes for great
He
listening.
says so much stuff on Twitter that triggers people. But I know, because I know him, I know he's doing it on purpose, because if you look in the comments, that's where the discussion
So I
starts.
only look at YouTube. I'm not on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I
I
know
know
I've
you
got,
got to come on Twitter, Rob.
I've got accounts, but my team put my stuff on
You've
there.
got to come on Twitter. Give it to a member of your team that is an outspoken, mustn't be bang of anything, and let them run. Because you say shit on Twitter. I think you should
Yeah.
be on Twitter. I think a lot of the
Okay.
things, a lot of the thoughts that you want to espouse can only live on Twitter. And I think you'll find that in the engagements, it doesn't matter how bad it gets, it goes away in a week. I've been cancelled for everything from Palestine to Miss South Africa to Joburg is full of whores. Here I am.
You lived through it.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Got plenty of work. Everybody likes me. And all I have to do is be myself.
Have you traveled extensively? Have you been internationally?
I have not, sir. The only country actually that I've been to outside of here, besides like within Africa, is Turkey. And I went
Really?
just post-lockdown when we still had
For
to
a job?
carry vaccine certificates. No, we went to a dental clinic that side. My girlfriend got veneers. And Went to Turkey. But first thing I can say is like what struck me was like how safe everything is.
Yeah.
And the people weren't polite per se, but they weren't rude. It's almost like everybody just gets on with it. Like
Acceptance. They were
everybody has,
accepting.
yes. The taxi driver is a taxi driver. The concierge person who received us at the hotel is a concierge person. They wouldn't even accept tips. You know, like I thought I tipped the bra, like he came, he took the bags, and so that. They didn't want tips. It's like, no. You know what I mean? Like you were so bound to take
But you haven't been to London,
I haven't been
New
to
York,
London. Nope.
Los Angeles?
I haven't.
Where would you like to go?
I would like to go to New York.
America. Got to go.
Yeah, I'd like to go to New York.
That's the first place you need
Yes.
to go. You're 100% right.
From what I've seen. I would also like to go to, let me think. I was actually having this
Tokyo.
discussion the other day. Tokyo, Japan would look like it
Japan,
would be
to
sick.
me-
I'd love
to
to go
me.
to Hong Kong. I would like to also go to like your Romanias, like your Eastern Europe type countries. Those that are still sort of like very traditional. So I don't only want to see like the bright lights and the fun times. I also want to go see these places which I hear about, research
So
about.
Prague
Yeah, that sort of stuff.
it
Yes.
wasn't bombed in the Second World War.
Mm.
And it's as beautiful, Budapest and Prague,
As
two
ever.
beautiful old
Yes. Same
medieval,
architecture from
yeah,
100
from
years
way
ago.
back. Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
type of
yeah,
shit that I want
yeah.
to see.
And Moscow.
Milan, you know what I
Moscow
mean?
is super cool.
True, I'd love to go to Russia. I've got a mate who plays rugby in Russia.
South African.
South African,
Yeah.
from Bloemfontein.
Okay.
And he's had offers from France, he's had offers from England, and he said, Bro, I've played there one season, I'm back in Russia because I love Russia. He loves Russia, he loves Russian women. He says he loves the people, the culture, and he also was saying that like it's very traditional.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd love to go to Russia. Also because I know somebody there. So he's kind of like hyping me up. You know what I mean? And Putin is my hero. If I can go there and meet him, that would be fantastic.
I'd like to meet Putin too.
Love to meet him.
Yeah.
He just strikes me as like, he could be like the dad of the world.
And he's quite one of those guys you want to meet.
It's crazy that as successful as he was, I don't know whether it's success or not. It was success to him or not. But the fact that he didn't travel as much as he wanted, the fact that he didn't go out of the country that much, I think one needs to learn from that. And besides the fact of, you have to save, you have to work hard, and do all those things, you still need to be able to do what you want to do. I think that's my takeaway from this.
While he's alive, rather than, because people say, who would you like to meet that is now dead?
Yes.
You go, he's still alive.
Yeah. Is this thing audible? The fact that he didn't go out of the country that much. Yeah, it is.
Great to meet him.
Yes.
Yeah, I
It'd be
think
lovely
so
to
too.
meet you and just have like a off the record chat with
Yeah.
him. You know, like I've seen his interviews, like the one he did with Tucker Carlson. I feel like he was so well prepared for an interview. I always wonder, what is that guy like? Because I've heard, like you hear stories about, he's got like 8 girlfriends or something. Some of them are fucking like world champion ice skaters and, skiers.
yeah.
And I just imagine ballerina, you know what I mean? Like a proper like Russian mobster. And I'm just
you
like,
know-
this Bali's a vibe.
Trump, you see his public persona,
Mm.
but privately, people who've been with him one-on-one or two-on-one say he's polite, quiet, respectful, insightful. He's not that big joking buffoonery that you sometimes
Yes,
see.
that you sometimes
And I
see.
wonder if you sat by a braai with Vladimir Putin, wouldn't be beers.
No, it wouldn't be
You know,
beers, it'd be vodka.
Societies and vodka.
Yeah.
Would he kind of open up?
Mm. And what would be some of the things that he would say?
Yeah.
I've seen like a few clips of him, like, that's why I say, like, I liken him to like a mobster. But, something I'll say about Russia, because there's this idea of corruption, right? I think every country is corrupt. I think there's corruption to a certain degree in every administration
from the
run
top,
by humans.
sometimes at the
That's
bottom.
it. If you remember the 2008 global financial crisis. That's where I really got interested in stuff outside of like pictures and money. Okay, I looked at the Inside Job. It was a documentary about the crash.
I saw that too.
Brilliant, and just the way that like these CEOs sacrificed their companies, right? Companies that had been running 100 years.
Lehman Brothers,
Lehman Brothers in particular.
Bear Stearns.
Bear Stearns, Fannie Mae.
They
and
were
Freddie Mac.
inside the casino gambling with our money.
That's it. And they left winning the jackpot.
Correct.
But the casino collapsed.
Correct.
And that sort of showed me that there is actually no ceiling. Because, I mean, some of, what's his name? Hank Paulson. Hank Paulson left Morgan Stanley to go and work in the administration.
Goldman Sachs.
Right? Goldman Sachs
Yep.
to work in the
I met him.
Who was it? Obama administration at
Yep.
that stage? But he took a package of over $500 million when he left. But he was instrumental in engineering what would become the crash. Then he gets to the Obama administration and he's like, listen, you guys are fucking irresponsible.
Exactly.
It's like, what? You worked here last year.
So there's corruption, which is people breaking the law
yes.
or doing something immoral. But there's another form of corruption where you're gaming the system. So you create the rules and so you can play inside the tent.
Yeah, like a
And that's
Nancy
what you
Pelosi type.
Correct.
Like an insider trading type.
Correct.
Now, my thing is, when Nancy Pelosi insider trades, when Hank Paulson resigns and moves across to the administration, the banks continue. Nancy can make all the money she wants to make on trades. It's not going to collapse the global financial
Correct.
system. Whereas in Africa, in particular, and South America to a degree, it would appear that there is corruption on a level where those being corrupt don't give a if the whole system collapses, as long as they benefit.
And that's where I see the ANC is, my view.
Yes, they're like beyond
They don't care.
at all.
They don't care anymore. They just want to steal for as long as possible.
Even if stealing means the whole country is going to
Correct.
collapse.
Correct.
Now, I mean, I'm sure you followed the whole the Joe Biden story up until he.
Do you know Hunter Biden's here in Cape Town?
I saw he did an interview with Josh.
Josh.
Wide Awake, yeah. But I was listening there and I was like,
He's in Camps Bay
is it?
or Clifton, yeah.
I met someone, doesn't his sister, either his sister or his wife's brother or somebody live here? Like,
Maybe that's why he's here. Hunter
Yes,
Biden's here.
yeah,
He's
I think
20 minutes drive.
Look,
from
I
here.
stand corrected. Hunter, you can hit me up on WhatsApp if you think if you want to correct me. But somebody told me, I was somewhere one day and this person sort of greeted somebody and then pointed out and said, hey, you know who that's Hunter Biden's wife's brother. Lives here in Cape Town. I don't know if
Wow.
Hunter Biden is married to a South African or some who in the,
He's got a South African
maybe,
girlfriend.
yes, something like that. So maybe that explains why he's here. He's probably down the road here.
He is.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't
Let's
met
go
him
there.
yet, but I know it's going to, we're going to hang out in, I think it's
It's
the
going to
camp.
be weird though. You're going to go there and we're going to talk about his dad.
So on South African politics, you
Yes.
get drawn in on South African politics. Do you
I
thi-
am, yeah.
do
I'm
you-
a patriot.
Are you hopeful? Do you feel the needle's turning? Do you think we've got a chance? I mean, I'd had a chat to Prince Mashele,
Yeah.
who says by 2029, the ANC's gone, under 15%. He doesn't believe the DA is going to be running the country. He says MK is a complete lunatic asylum. EFF's gone. He says a whole new pole is going to develop. And he's been predicting things right for the last 15 years. I've been negative about South Africa for the last few years, thinking you'd be crazy to invest. But something in me is feeling a bit of hope.
Yeah.
Where do you stand?
What I think about South Africa, I have a friend who moved to Cyprus. He's hardcore Dutchman, East Rand. You know what I mean? Like Triggers du Plessis.
Where is
the
East Rand?
Second best
Boksburg,
boxer.
Benoni,
Yeah. It's like
Braamfontein.
Triggers du Plessis is the world fighting champ in America, in the world, but in Boksburg he's number 2 type of boxer, right? And he moved to Cyprus and he made a lot of money. He moved his money abroad. He was like, fuck this place, I'm out. He moved to Cyprus just sort of like when lockdown regulations relaxed, so 2021 or so. He'd been prepping to move for 5-6 years prior to that. And when he got there, the first thing he did, I would say the first year or two that he was in Cyprus, is him and his family toured Europe flat. They went everywhere that they'd ever
I've
wanted
never
to
been
go.
there before.
They'd been to some places, but never that extensive. And they spent time in these places. You know what I mean? Like they spent 2 weeks, 3 weeks interacting with the people. He knew someone in every country. So he went there, he went to the States, he went to the UK, you name it. And he said like, and then he got back to Cyprus and he knuckled down and he started working. And he said, it's way too boring. Like this year, that man is like, F it, I want to come home. I can't handle this place. It's too organized. There's not enough chaos. It's too much order. And he said, he's realized like from interacting with people from different countries, the type of shit that people complain about being so hard. He said, what the f***? Do you know what we deal with where I come from?
Correct.
He said that South Africans are the most resilient people
No question.
known to man. That's my opinion, is that I think the people are resilient enough to survive the ANC.
I spent
or anybody
31
else
years.
thrown at them.
I went school, university, UCT, 2 years in the Army National Service. I left the country in 1985. I lived 31 years in America, Europe, and the UK. And I couldn't take it anymore. I said, I want to come home. And my wife...
Did you miss home? Were
I
you
missed
huttled of
home.
the people, or were you like...
No, I was... I'll tell you a wonderful story. I was 23 years old, 24 years old. And I just finished the army and I was traveling through Burma. And I was with my brother and Richard Nodder, another South African who's now top 4 Goldman Sachs in the world, another South African ruling the world. And we were sitting on a tramp steamer on the Irrawaddy River in the jungles of Burma, floating up. I mean, half of those things have capsized and killed people, but we were in our 20s.
You guys, 20s, untouchable.
It's untouchable. Yeah. And I'm sitting talking to a Belgian guy who's about a year or two older than me. And this Belgian guy said to me, you know what? I grew up in Africa, in the Congo, with my family. And at about age 7, we had to leave the country and rush back to Europe and go and live in Belgium. And he said, from the day I arrived back in Brussels to today, all I can think about at Brussels is cobbled streets, bicycles, and rain. But my 7 years in Africa, I remember everything. I remember the smell of the rain on the earth, you know, anthills, mosquitoes, a snake. He said everything was rich with feeling and hunger. And we struggled, but I lived life to the full. Whereas in Brussels, I couldn't bear it anymore. And that's how I felt in America, Europe, and Britain.
But you were on a mission, obviously. You were working, you were running businesses.
Working 24/7 and everything. And then suddenly I woke up and said, I miss South Africa. And I came back here. We were only going to spend 2-3 years living here because I said under Zuma, it's finished. And now my wife, New Zealander, says, I love this place so much, I don't want to leave. And I said, then we're staying. And you're right. It's just,
I mean, I'm looking at this view here. It's not a bad place.
It's not bad. And you know, when my international friends say, you're crazy, you're speaking out, you're getting threats, you're getting madness. Why do you live in South Africa? And I always joke and I said, because we are allowed to shoot back. But what I really mean is this place, you know, I drive through the Karoo. I go up to, you know, into the bush, go up the highway, I even go to PE, which is a complete mess. And I just talk to the taxi driver, talk to the people in the hotel, I love this country. You can't beat it.
No, I agree. And my thing is like, you see something that you said now is like, you miss home, okay? You feel at home here. Like you said, you brought your wife here. She saw the place. She said, fuck it, I'm in. You know what I mean? I never want to leave. But something that you said, I spoke to Zimasa, another mate of mine, Mustafa, on social media. He's like a commentator. He does like little short content pieces on very informative on a lot of subjects that people sort of like breaks it down for people so it's more palatable. And something he said on an interview we did with him is he said like South Africans are very negative about South Africa. Whereas in other countries, you know, like people speak proudly about...
Proud to be an American.
Big time. I mean, if you look at like what's all the shit that's going on in the UK now, one of the subjects that they cover a lot is when you speak to young people, they're so negative in their outlook about the UK and, you know, this is a shit place. We need to be more tolerant. It's like they've been conditioned. That's it. Yeah. Same with Americans. They're negative about America. But this is a new phenomenon. Whereas here, it's like, it's almost like since when 94 came around, it was like, oh no, the blacks are going to be in charge. The place is going to fall apart. It didn't fall apart. We won a Rugby World Cup or 2. Mandela was president, Rainbow Nation. There's a lot of good PR.
R.I.P. man. I don't think I'm gonna finish this. But R.I.P. man. Let's see.
The Karoo. I go up to, you know, into the bush, go up the highway, even go to PE, which is a complete mess. And I just talk to the taxi driver, talk to the people in the hotel, I love this country. You can't beat it.
No, I agree. And my thing is like, you see something that you said now is like, you miss home, okay? You feel at home here. Like you said, you brought your wife here. She saw the place. She said, fuck it, I'm in. You know what I mean? I never want to leave. But something that you said, I spoke to Zimasa, another mate of mine, Mustafa, on social media. He's like a commentator. He does like little short content pieces on very informative on a lot of subjects that people sort of like breaks it down for people so it's more palatable. And something he said on an interview we did with him is he said like South Africans are very negative about South Africa. Whereas in other countries, you know, like people speak proudly about.
Proud to be an American.
Big time. I mean, if you look at like what's all.
I'm on mute. Why the hell am I? Why the hell is that open? Let's see.
Don't do that at home. It's performed by professional. Let's go.
Can you do something for me? Can you talk to my ops there for me? 21, do your thing. 21, do your thing.
Yes.
We are going, guys. We are going. It's December. We are fully into December. December vibe is vibing. You can see I even brought the guns out.
Really? Where are those guns? Those guns.
And my border brother is out here as the guest.
The jumpers have arrived. We have jumped, we have landed.
So we're out here. As you can see, I'm with my boys weekly. We love being here.
Yes, sir.
That's why we're starting on in December. Most of you guys would like to take breaks. Go off. You wanna do Christmas, Yonki? That's why here.
Wait, Tito. When is our year-end function?
Tito's opening his eyes. He's like, more money.
I thought we're done.
No, like I'll do some hours.
So guys, we out. How are you guys feeling?
Feeling amazing, man. We got the soldier in the building. Soldier. Soldier. Thank you for having me, man. It's fire. It's dope. It's fire.
Thanks. Well, you like the second rapper to pull up here?
Third.
Wait, third.
Which other rapper?
Days.
Days.
For real? Oh,
Days Black. Yeah, nigga, it was Days and Blackie.
Hey, Days. Yeah, it felt like Days wasn't there. You should cut him up. You forgot that Days was there.
Expressions.
It's too much drama, bro.
That felt like a family. You know when they shout at you when your friends are there, when your parents are going at you. That time your friends are there, but
And just bullying like this.
Yeah, that was
Nothing you can do. Just chill there.
It was just chilling.
Yeah, it was just bullying. But nonetheless, how do you feel, bro, Soldier? How do you feel, brother? Like being here in this space and everything.
This is dope, man. It's cool. Like, I mean, I know you guys outside of this. I mean, we all grind and do this internet stuff, fire. But like, I know you guys chill with y'all on multiple occasions in the club.
Remember the first time we met?
Me and you
Yeah.
at the border.
No.
Then you and your family. Then you're helping
The crocodiles.
helping your bro.
With the crocodiles.
I help you with your bro. This is a big bro.
You didn't want him to leak the story, bro.
Okay. The second time we met.
Wait, why don't you mention the first time? Or you like, or when you saw him, you're like, shoot the same
You guys are tough.
I don't actually remember the first time.
You don't remember the first time?
Wait, I think I do, yo. Was that that video?
It was a time when you got 100% pass.
Oh, a special pass. Oh, yeah.
That video, but that video gets posted from time to time, and it goes up every time. And then people are like, "Yo, Nash, is this you?" That shit is painful. I hate that video so much. Oh,
That was when you were still like a producer.
he's a pop guy. Oh, pop guy.
Okay, what made you vibe that? Because like you were a producer? What made you like wake up and be like, yeah,
It's like
go to King Omar's.
Let's go smash your bus.
it's like
Let's go smash
I
your
kind of knew Omar a little bit, so it's not some relationship. And then at the time, man, it was just so dope to be like an internet kid. It was new, you know what I mean? Even what Omar was doing was new, like that Smash Your Pass vibes. So it's like, damn, maybe this could be my way to be out of the producer bag, like, like just to be like, because I felt like I had personality. I was kind of funny, so I felt like, damn, let me go out and just like try things. Then I went gunman. I didn't go, no friends, nobody. I was just bullying the gunman. Even when you guys were shooting, I was just bullying like, like.
I remember that thing.
Then I looked at the mommies. I'm like, surely, one of them. Surely, one. Like, even Bruce got one, and Bruce was pop. Bruce was pop.
Nah, Bruce had the six-pack. Bruce had the six-pack.
When I saw you get one, I was like, my brother. Then they showed me nothing. Nothing.
Thing is, Bruce showed his six-pack.
That was Bruce's like bullet.
That was the only thing you know.
Nigga.
You wanted me, I had nothing. No headline, no design. Like,
But then you had like blonde hair.
Huh?
That was style. Like blonde hair, blonde hair.
Right, cool. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
And you see what that did for me.
It didn't work.
But why are you crying, Doug?
And then she was funny. I wasn't even like, but when it was your turn, you were a funny guy. People were like, hey, this guy is very fun.
Funny, but no bombs, nothing. At the end of the day, what's the score line?
Do you think funny guys can get bums?
Well, yes.
You can.
But then you can't just be funny and pop. Like, you need to be funny and
swag.
and something.
Oranyana.
At least like dress decent. Just be a funny bro. Sharp.
And now, ever since Soldier Man, I'm sure some aura points went
Way
up.
too easy.
Now it's
Actually, no. Can I tell you why you're saying way too easy? I actually saw an example when we went to Nessie's KFC lunch
Example of what?
at Drama.
Example of what?
No, I think no. Let me tell you what they did. Let me tell you what they did. They used their order. I think they saw mamas and they were like, they used the Duke Dennis. They used the Duke Dennis and then
It was unspoken dreams.
unspoken
Nah,
dreams.
the
All
mummies
the way
were
over there
across the room.
across.
I put one and one together. I was like, oh shit, the mummies are here. Okay, let me just make space for the mummies.
Four of them pulled up, and I was like, hey, because I remember I was standing next to.
Crazy.
I was standing next to.
It's a bad idea to react to podcasts. It's a bad idea. Oh, it's trending. What's up, son? Ups? Seen all of these. I've seen all of these. So it's pointless. It's pointless. No way. No way. If this is clickbait,
We do security at a building in town, CBD, right? So it's a nice contract. We've got security guards there, but coming into the contract, because it was a previously hijacked building, a semi-hijacked building, the owner was like, yo, people are fucking up my shit. Can you come in with the Zulus? Nlungise. We came in, salungisa. Yabo, kwagnomthetho. After kwagnomthetho, safaka amagadi. After safaka amagadi, we had to check ukuthi okay, kahle kwenzakalani kule bhilidi. Number one, occupancy far exceeded. You've got 240, 250 rooms. You shouldn't have more than about 1,000 people, give or take. That's maximum. You've got well over 1,000 people living in this building because some of these rooms, which are quite small, are housing 7, 8 people that all work at one pakkie shop. Not going to work. or 7, 8 tailors. We are tailors from Malawi. None of us have papers to be here, but here we are, right? And we're sharing this rental of 2,000 rand a month, whatever it is. Nip that in the bud, right? Do I know how to do a building audit? Of course I don't. So who do I phone? I phone one of the Grootmans. Because I don't have the expertise or the skill set, but I can develop it. I brought in this Grootman, his name is Arnie Williams, okay? And I said, Uncle Arnie, how do we operate here? And he said, well, Striker has a solution called Second Check. The Second Check system works like this. We come into the building, we check everything. We check all of the COC requirements and how far you are from meeting them. This is everything. It's plumbing, it's electrical, it's signage, it's access control, emergency exits, fire escapes, fire in the event of fire, what do you call it? Extinguishers, in structural integrity of the building, you name it, right? We come in and we check that stuff. And then we prepare you a report. The report is essentially a roadmap to say, what do I fix first? Okay, sharp. Long story short, we need to fix the plumbing. I don't know fuck all about plumbing. I just saw ukuthi kuyavuza lapha esinki. Run. I'm like, yo, damn. He explains to me, ukuthi soyishintsha kanje. One on sites bigger than this.
Clickbait, bro. Took that long for me to realize it. Now they're playing the whole thing on YouTube. This might just be everything in one thing.
Things happen.
Pitch performance, insane with sales. You finally can say
You see how it's separating?
in general salesman career. What the fuck about the kids?
Babalo M's album, the one she dropped with Sticks and what. It's a better album than Momo in terms of production again.
Hot people, like really, really hot people, hot girls, hot.
Are you into girls these days back?
Like, were artists actually getting paid to perform at Cotton Fest or not?
Well, the artists that I worked with never got paid.
Okay.
During the time and the reason why they weren't getting paid is because the time and the actual performances were an investment in growing the festival.
Hey, kodwa basezwa manje.
What do you mean?
Ayi,
Who's that? Keniso?
with that kid pale. Hey.
How so?
One day ngizothenga ibhandi labafana bavalele labantwana bashaya ngamabhandi babuyisele endleleni.
Oh, with Folk and Chico, they unfollowed each other on Instagram.
So then clubs that did that, but we still go to each other's birthday
Here's
party.
the thing, bro. Yeah.
How much is a follow?
Mafita, wait, Emanyal.
How important it is? Like, guys, okay, hold on. Maybe I'm too old.
When I'm Fanao Shashalaza, you must forget about Oriland. Oriland is one of the big events that happens in Jan Stadium on the 1st of Jan. Forget about Oriland, forget about Baptaland, forget about what, forget about what, the Upapili, Washashalaza. That is wrong. And the same people that are cheering him on saying, hey, the same people that are watching that live is liking, laughing. Another one saying, Yawanyela, Wapapa. They'll only love you when you're up. Once you make it down, there will be people.
But I think it's about time a chance, and that's why I'm making it available for for anyone who wants to like continue the legacy.
Ngeke zimiyeka lethi bill sispenda makhe usuku olukhulu lufikile ayi bayathunyana just ubambisa la ngihleli khona amatawa yangibiza to spin ekaslam so spend amaminutes stoko galo spectre bomandis kusazoba mnandi spin 325 aziwe dot sivele siqopha umlando daleke inking khala umakhelwane buki chila spanchi menzene imenze na no imenzeni ay imenzeni ichilas punch
am I no am I tripping?
ay bathi ngaphazi yamporo bajabula banje geluqhoma sheka lefika sibe silting skathi sambili asibe si change amagia sibe sipusha no meji sami sivele ku EP khaba wonke balizwi bathi ngaphazi yamporo bajabula banje geluqhoma sheka lefika sibe silting skathi sambili asibe si change amagia sibe sipusha no meji sami sivele ku EP khaba wonke buki chilas punch menze sikayibise boye ikamumadi busek lomntana uvuliseke buki chilas punch menze isilayibise moye ikamumadi busek lomntana uvuliseke buki chilas
Thank you.
Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is J. Loot. Thank you. Sanbonan. My name is Tumi with an E at the end.
Okay.
Tumi with an IE at the end. Yes. That's so dope, bro. You sing very well, bro.
Thank you.
Good singer.
Thank you. Very great singer.
I can't wait for you to like finally blow up, dog. But I think with the song, you probably are gonna blow up.
Probably. Thank you so much.
Man. So you're a producer?
Yeah, my nigga.
From?
I'm from K1.
Yeah, Katlehong.
Yeah, Katlehong.
Same as you?
Same hood.
You guys are what, age?
Yeah, we peers. We're friends, we're brothers.
Everything.
Yeah. Teammates,
together.
You grew up together?
No, I met him metric.
Okay, man, quick one. But what can we expect from you guys after the song, man? What's coming, what's in store and stuff like that?
A lot of music, dog. Yeah, a lot of music, a lot of performances. A lot of music with known artists, you know, celebrities, because we've been working with underground people a lot, but now we're trying to reach the market now. Yeah.
Before we get to meet Gina, how did you get to meet Pori? I know you're in Pori's studio.
You know what happened, dog? I didn't meet Pori. That's my quote, actually. So what happened was we were just with my friend and we were like, Chance, we have money, let's just go to the Leonardo. Yeah, and then we went there and then we camped. We're just hoping for someone to come out.
You guys were outside.
We were outside. Yeah.
You lie.
Yeah. That's
so
how.
nobody knew that you guys were going there.
Sorry.
Nobody knew that you guys were going there, like inside.
I actually have someone who works with Pori.
Okay.
I tried to call him, but I think they were just somewhere, But we're just camping outside, hoping for something to happen.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And then did they eventually come out? You guys make it up there?
Actually, someone come out. Do you know Mbuzi?
Yeah, Mbuzi RSA. Yeah.
Mbuzi. So he came out. So no one in my friends group knew who it was Mbuzi. We just saw like after on Instagram. No, we saw this guy. Yeah. So it was that. But I mean, eventually we're gonna meet him. We're gonna meet Pori.
So wait, Mbuzi assisted you guys to get inside?
Nah, we just passed.
So wait, you guys ended up not getting inside the studio?
Nah, we just saw the Lamborghinis and the Ferraris
Kusheshes.
and the G63s. That place is so dope, dog.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think an Amapiano artist will reach that far, but hey, man, it's doable.
No, Pori's definitely gonna see this and probably call you guys up, man, because you guys are so dope, dog.
Shut up.
Yeah,
So we're
they're
gonna
really
beat break the Chillers Punch song. This is actually his featual segment,
Yeah.
I think, do you wanna tell them how it goes and stuff like that?
Yeah, before I tell you how you go, bro, I want to know, bro, that song on Mikoko Taylor.
You really have to go there. Like, wow, I knew that it wouldn't slide. Hey, like I knew.
You wrote for her, nah? Because you write for people.
No.
He writes for people. You don't know
I do, but I was not around.
No, he did write a song for me, but not that
El
one.
Diego. There's a guy named El
Diego, yes.
Super dope producer.
Yeah.
So what happened was we're in studio. I think the time was
In the morning.
Yeah. So those late night studios, you do a lot of things there. So I asked Umar, don't you have a chant that you know? Because I think it's easier when you have a chant. It's easy for the street songs. So she was like, yeah, I know a chant from Cosmopolitan. I think that's what you said,
Take
right?
Vibes on Main.
Oh, yeah. And Kimi Koko.
You need headsets also. Yes. Stream my
I think I'm gonna end it here. I didn't really plan for this, so that's why it's all over the place. I'll come back when I have something to specifically react to.